Life is full of challenges. We all face them. These struggles can feel incredibly heavy. They can weigh us down. They can make us want to give up entirely. Sometimes the darkness seems too much. But what if these struggles held a secret? What if they were not just roadblocks? What if they were something more? What if these hard times were not dead ends? What if they were actually invitations? Invitations to dig deep and grow stronger. Invitations to learn important lessons about ourselves. Invitations to become more of who we are truly meant to be. This is a powerful idea to consider. It shifts everything. It opens up new possibilities for us. It suggests a different way forward. This essay is about that very idea. It is about changing the way we see things. It is about finding the hidden light in the deepest darkness. We will explore a concept called reframing. Think of it as a special tool, a powerful way to turn our pain into genuine power. So, what exactly is this thing called reframing? It might sound like a complicated big word, but the core idea behind it is beautifully simple. Imagine you have a picture you love. Now imagine changing the frame around that picture. The picture itself stays exactly the same, but the new frame changes how you see it. It changes how you feel about it entirely. Reframing means looking at a situation from a new angle, a fresh perspective. It is about consciously finding a different story to tell ourselves. A story that empowers us and lifts us up. Not a story that makes us feel small or helpless or broken. We have the ability to choose the story. We have the power to choose the frame. This choice is always ours to make. Think of a rainy day, for example. You could easily see it as gloomy and depressing. Or you could choose to reframe it. You could see it as a precious chance for quiet rest. A perfect opportunity to read a good book. A moment for the earth to drink deeply and grow. The rain is the same. Your view changes it all. Our brains are truly amazing organs. They are far more flexible than we once thought. They are not fixed. They are not permanently stuck in one way of thinking. Scientists have a term for this incredible quality, neuroplasticity. It simply means our brains can change their structure. They can form new connections. They can learn entirely new ways to see and interact with the world. When we face a struggle, our brain might automatically go to old familiar patterns. Patterns of fear, patterns of worry, patterns of self-doubt. These are like well-worn, deeply grooved paths in our mind. Reframing helps us to consciously build new paths, brighter, more hopeful paths, paths of resilience and strength that takes consistent practice, just like building a physical muscle in our body. Every single time we choose to reframe a negative thought, we strengthen these new neural pathways. We are actively teaching our brain a new, more helpful skill. As we do this, the old, negative paths gradually get weaker. The new, positive paths get stronger and more automatic. Many remarkable people throughout history have used reframing. They have faced enormous obstacles, and they have turned those obstacles into amazing, inspiring successes. Think about the life of Nelson Mandela. He endured 27 long years in prison. He could have easily become bitter and filled with hatred. He could have given up all hope for the future. That would be an entirely understandable story. But Nelson Mandela chose to reframe his harrowing experience. He saw his time in prison not just as a period of punishment. He saw it as a place to learn, a place to grow personally, a place to prepare himself for what was to come. He used that incredibly difficult time to strengthen his resolve. He focused his mind on forgiveness and reconciliation. He ultimately changed an entire nation. Or let us consider the story of J.K. Rowling. She was a single mother. She was struggling financially to make ends meet. She faced numerous rejections from publishers for her Harry Potter manuscript. It was undoubtedly a hard, dark, and challenging time in her life. She could have easily seen herself as a failure.
Breaking news.
It is not just the globally famous people who use reframing. Everyday heroes, people just like us, use it too. Think of someone who unexpectedly loses their job. It is a significant shock to the system. It is naturally scary and unsettling. The first thought that might pop into their head is, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never find another job." That is a painful, disempowering frame. It leads to feelings of despair. But what if they chose to reframe that situation? They could say, this job wasn't the right long-term fit for me. Or this is an unexpected opportunity to find something I truly love to do. Or even, this is a chance to learn a new skill, to reinvent myself professionally. This new, more empowering frame opens up doors. It sparks positive action and motivation. It changes the entire outlook. Consider an athlete who suffers a serious career-threatening injury. Their lifelong dream suddenly seems shattered. They could understandably focus only on what they have lost. They could feel utterly defeated and hopeless. This is a natural and common first reaction to such a blow. So how can we actually do this in our own lives? How can we learn to effectively reframe our own struggles? The first crucial step is to simply notice our thoughts. We need to pay close attention to the stories we are telling ourselves, especially when we feel stuck, sad, angry, or anxious. What is the current frame around this situation? Try writing it down. Seeing it on paper can be very revealing. Next, we need to gently question that initial story. Ask yourself, is this thought 100% true, without a doubt? Is it the absolute only way to see this situation? Are there any other possible perspectives I haven't considered? Challenge the negative assumptions that often underpin our fears. Often our first story is based on fear or past pain, not always on current objective facts. Be a kind, curious detective with your own thoughts. Then it is time to brainstorm some new frames. Try to think of at least 3 different alternative ways to see the situation. Reframing is not a tool reserved only for big life crises. We can and should use it every single day in all the small, ordinary moments. Imagine you are stuck in an unexpected traffic jam. Instead of immediate frustration, "This is completely ruining my day. My schedule is wrecked." Try to reframe it. "This is an unexpected chance to listen to my favorite podcast." Or, "A few moments of quiet before a busy afternoon begins." What if you made a mistake at work? It happens to everyone. Instead of spiraling into shame, "I'm so stupid, I can't do anything right," try to reframe it. "Mistakes are proof that I'm trying, and they are how I learn best." Or, "This experience clearly shows me what I need to focus on improving." Or even, "I am brave for trying something new, even if it wasn't perfect this time." This builds crucial resilience. Perhaps you had an argument with a loved one. When we consistently start to reframe our thoughts and situations, something truly amazing begins to happen. It does not just change our own individual minds, it changes our overall energy. It changes how we show up in the world each day. The people around us, our family, friends, and colleagues will notice this shift. Our newfound positivity and resilience can be surprisingly contagious. It creates positive ripples outward. A reframed mindset naturally leads to much better problem-solving skills. When we are not stuck in negativity, we see solutions more clearly, not just the obstacles. We become more creative in our thinking. We become more resourceful with what we have. We are also more likely to bravely ask for help when we need it. And importantly, we are more likely to offer help to others. This builds stronger, more supportive communities. It also significantly improves the quality of our relationships. When we practice reframing, we are far less likely to resort to blame or criticism. We are much more likely to seek understanding, to offer forgiveness, to genuinely connect with others. Life will always, inevitably, have its ups and its downs. It will have its unexpected twists and its challenging turns. We simply cannot avoid struggles altogether. They are an inherent part of the rich tapestry of the human experience. They are, in many ways, part of what makes us who we are. But we do not have to be defined by them in a negative or limiting way. That choice remains ours. We have a choice in how we respond. We have this powerful, accessible tool of reframing. We can consciously choose to see the inherent meaning in our challenges. We can choose to find the hidden strength that lies within them, waiting to be uncovered. We can choose to transform our pain into a guiding purpose. This is our power. This is our potential. It is always available to us. Every single time you face a new difficulty, big or small, remember this. Pause and ask yourself these questions. What can I possibly learn from this experience? How can this situation, however difficult, ultimately make me stronger? What is the hidden gift, the silver lining in this particular struggle? Actively look for the new frame, the one that illuminates your way forward with hope.